Juventini. I'm Alberto, and welcome back to the All Juve Cast channel for another episode of Juve Today. All right, so right out of the gate, we're going to kick it off with the news of Donnarumma. Gigio Donnarumma apparently will be signing for PSG shortly. Next few days is what's being reported. Apparently, he struck a deal with them, and this has many Juventus fans in a huge uproar at a big missed opportunity. And this is a tough one because honestly, Gigio Donnarumma, a massive opportunity, like I've been saying, but it's understandable to me anyways why Juventus wouldn't do this if we cannot get rid of Wojciech Szczesny. And after Tech's latest interview saying he's not going anywhere, he's happy, and even Allegri being reported to say that he sees the needs in other areas and doesn't need to chase after Donnarumma, it's understandable to me, but again, many Juventini are extremely frustrated as Donnarumma would have locked up the future, but it is a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and it makes sense. Why tie up those funds, okay, and then not be able to bolster the squad? I'm going to ask you guys, is the bigger mistake not signing Donnarumma now, or would it be a bigger mistake to tie up those funds and then not be able to bolster the other positions we need, especially in the midfield? That's how I'm looking at it. Szczesny will be more than fine, I think, continuing on. A lot of people throwing Szczesny's age into the mix, the fact that he's 30 years old. However, at goalkeeper, the age doesn't concern me as much as an outfield player. Goalkeepers can extend their careers for a lot longer than outfield players. So massive opportunity that doesn't look like Juve's going to get to. However, I don't think it's the be-all, end-all of the Mercato. We need two midfielders, a left back, and a striker, an alternative striker to Morata, in my personal opinion. So we move. Locatelli, priority. Allegri now has given the clear to go after, get the deal done, get it done. Cherubini now is reported that they want him to accelerate the moves. Sassuolo has put out a comment, no doubt, going to Juventus, saying they will not accept other players in a deal to lower the asking price. 40 million is the price set. That's it. Done. Also being reported, to contrast that Juve will wait till after the Euros. So this is the way the Mercato works. You're going to be hearing a lot of mixed reports. But I think Locatelli remains the main target. I'm happy about that. We were hearing news of Pjanic, and I said, I'm fine if Pjanic wants to come in as a rotational player, be a squad, a depth guy, but he cannot allow us to abandon our main game plan, which was bolstering the midfield properly and with younger guys, and eyes on the future. Have eyes on the future. So Locatelli, we're still in the mix for that one. This one is one I think we need to move. And then if somehow we can get Saul and Locatelli, there's still the potential of a Cristiano Ronaldo and Paul Pogba swap, as both players are open to moves. Cristiano Ronaldo telling his club to go after and telling his entourage, to seek out these top clubs, Real Madrid, PSG, to see the possibilities of a move. Man United is in there as well. So it'll be very interesting. He says he's not going to make a decision until after the Euros. But again, I don't think the market is what it would typically be, obviously, because of the lost revenues. So I think if something came up, they would accept, but of course, announce after the Euros. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. And it is rumored that Ronaldo and Allegri have spoken at least, and had a discussion. So it'll be very interesting. I think Allegri's personally, I think he's fine with moving on from Cristiano Ronaldo. So it'll be interesting to keep eyes on all of these bits as the Mercato continues. Edin Dzeko was linked with Juventus around January in the winter transfer window, but possibly coming over. He's still an option out there now for Juventus on a 2-year deal, probably about 5 million euros going to his pocket per season. What do you guys think about Dzeko as a possible alternative to Morata? For me personally, it's not the brightest of signings we can move. I mean, when you're hearing names like Vlahovic and Gabriel Jesus, obviously you'd probably want to go that route. Vlahovic being labeled as untouchable by Fiorentina. And we know how Rocco Comoso is, especially in regards to Juventus. So dealing with him would be fascinating, to say the very, very least. In terms of Gabriel Jesus, I think that's a very, very tough deal for Juventus to make happen as well. However, there could be player swaps involved there. So it's very, very interesting. My first pick would not be Dzeko. Could Dzeko still play? He could still play. And again, if he's not the one we're relying on, and could be a very, very good depth option coming off the bench as a changeup to Morata. So it's an interesting one to think of. Obviously, not top choice, but interesting that he's out there. How do you guys feel about Edin Dzeko? Now, Demiral and Ramsey listed for sale. Bernardeschi listed for sale as well. Obviously, may get another opportunity under Allegri for Bernardeschi, but they're all listed for sale, and it makes perfect sense. Ramsey on a free, Demiral, all the plus Valenza that could come from that. And then, of course, Bernardeschi could be used in player swap deals. He would have to okay the move going somewhere. Last, certainly not least, UEFA set to sentence the 3 clubs, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Juventus, in the next few days. But again, been reported now by 2 ministries that they cannot take punishment towards these clubs for what they did, and that the 3 clubs and the Super League in general was well within their sporting parameters. So this will be a long ongoing battle. I don't expect this to wrap up anytime soon. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. That is pretty much it for the news. The only last little tidbit is that Juventus continues to work on the second and third goalkeeper situations, trying to figure out what to do with Mattia Perin, and also possibly going to extend Pinsolio. Pinsolio, the GOAT. We have to extend him. It was a pleasure watching he and Gigi Buffon on the bench, even just bringing that spirit of what Juventus is all about. And Pinsolio, there's no problems there. Just extend the GOAT. All right. Anyways, I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to check out the sponsor, Striped Arts Apparel. Grab one of these sick hoodies from them. And of course, all the Azzurri gear as we gear up for the Euros that are going to be kicking off this Friday. And tune into the All Juve cast, because we'll do the match day lives and we'll be covering post-match podcasts following the Azzurri on their road through Euro 2020 or Euro 2021, however you want to look at it. Ciao tutti, Forza Juve, fino alla fine. See you tomorrow.